We're continuing to talk about rounding. We're going to continue our lesson from the last time, so this is part 2. And I'm going to remind you what rounding is before we start, okay? Before we start a new thing. It says rounding multi-digit numbers means to make a number simpler while still keeping its value close to what it originally was. The result is going to be less accurate. That means it's not going to be exact, but it's going to be easier to calculate and you can do it much quicker, okay? So we're going to go here and we're going to round this number. It says the directions say round the number to the nearest 100. So on a piece of paper in front of you, I want you to round a digit to the nearest 100. Remember the last assignment you were supposed to make a poster, so maybe put that poster next to you to show you what it is you're supposed to do. And you can look at it and you're like, but I don't really understand. It's fine, we're going to do it together anyway, okay? So 468, let's look at 468. And we're going to round to the nearest 100. I want you to tell me, if you can, what digit is in the hundreds place? Good, if you said 4, you are correct. So draw a box around the 4. Okay? Now, you're going to look to the number to the right of the 4, and that's the 6. But I also want you to remember that all the numbers to the right of the box are going to be 0. So those two digits are going to be 0 when we're done. We're just trying to decide what this hundreds digit's going to be. So if I look at the 6, this 6 is telling this 4 something. Remember our rules. If it's from 0 to 4, it stays the same. If it's from 5 to 9, it goes up 1. Okay? Now remember, we're thinking, what 100 is this closest to? Is it closest to 400 or is it closer to 500 on a number line? So if we had a number line with 400 or 500, where would this number fall? Would it fall over here or would it fall closer here? And if we look right here, this 6, because it's from 5 to 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then this 6 is telling this 4, hey, you need to go up 1. So this now becomes 500, and our new number is 500. Okay, so we rounded it to 500. I hope that's the answer that you got. All right, let's look at the next one. The next one is 57,321. Go ahead and write that on your paper or on your whiteboard. Okay, and I need to go back here because I can't remember what I said to round to. You're rounding to the nearest 10,000, okay? Rounding to the nearest 10,000. What digit is in the 10,000s place? Okay, if you said 5, you are correct. Draw a box around the 5. And remember that when I'm done, all of these digits behind the 5 are going to be 0. Okay? Remember, same thing. 0 to 4. Leave that up there. Okay? So I'm going to look at which digit am I looking at? Am I going to look at the 1? No. Am I going to look at the 3? Nope. I'm looking at the 7. Okay? So what is that 7 telling that 5 to do? Is it telling it to stay the same? Or is it telling it to go up 1? Does it fall from 0 to 1? Is it 0, 1, 2, 3, 4? Or is it a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? And I think I said 7. So this 7 is telling this 5, hey dude, you need to change to 6. So 57,321 is closer to 60,000 than it is to 50,000. Okay? If you got that, if you got 60,000, kiss your brain, because goodness gracious, that's a tricky one right there. Okay? I'm just going to erase these because I don't want to have to write that all over again. And we're going to look at the next number. Okay? Let's look down here. Okay? We're going to try some. And that's just saying we're going to practice some more. Okay? 47,231 and we're rounding to the nearest 10,000. I don't even know, that sounds like it's the same number as the other one. But let's see. We're gonna round, let's round to the nearest 1,000 this time, okay? So we're gonna round to the nearest 1,000. What digit is in the thousands place? This will be one that you need to remember. What digit's in the thousands place? Okay, if you said 7, you are correct. 7 is in the thousands place. Draw a box around that 7. Remember that all the digits behind the 7 are going to be zeros, okay? You look at the number to the, do I look at this number? I do not look at that number. That number actually is going to stay a 4, okay? That's going to stay a 4. The only number we're changing is this number right here, okay? I'm going to look at the 2. And where does the 2 fall? Is it from 0 to 4 or from 5 to 9? 0, 1, 2. So that's going to tell me, hey, this number right here, 47,231, is closer to 47,000 than it is to 48,000 because this 2 is from 0 to 4, so it stays the same. Okay? All right, 398. This one's going to be a little bit, this one should be easy. Y'all should be able to get this one. Okay? Let's do, and we're rounding to the nearest 100. What digit is in the hundreds place? Good. If you said 3, you're right. You're fabulous. Draw a box around it. Okay? Now remember, we're looking at the number to the right. These digits right here are 0 because everything past that box, to the right of that box, is going to be 0. Let's look at this 9. I think y'all know what that's going to be. Is that closer to 398? Is that closer to 400 or 300? If you said 4, you are correct. So that's 398 rounds to 400 because it's because 9 right here tells me that. Okay? All right, let's try a different one. Oops. There we go. Okay. 5,430. Okay, 5,430. We're rounding to the nearest 1,000. Which digit is in the thousands place? If you said the 5, you are correct. Draw a box around the 5, and remember, all of those become 0. I look at the 3. No, Miss Levitt, of course not. I look at the 4. The 4 tells that 5 what to do. And what is that 4 going to say? You see it up here. What is it going to say? Right, it's going to tell it to stay the same, so that's still 5,000. This number is closer to 5,000 than it is to 6,000. Okay, it falls between closer to 5,000. Okay. Don't want that question. Let's reflect. Okay. Where are 3 places that you might use multi-digit numbers in the real world? Where might you use those? Where might you round those? So let's think. Where might we round those? I think we might round them if we are trying to, I don't know, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to round? Think about when you're trying to round, maybe at the grocery store. If you are saying, I spent about $100 at the grocery store, okay? If you're going shopping a lot of times, you might use it if you're trying to tell somebody how much money you spent. If you need exact numbers, then you would need to, that's when you're buying things at the grocery store. They're not going to tell you, I need about $10. They're going to tell you exactly how much money you need, okay? What I want you to do with, when you're finished with this video, is I want you to have your parents click on the link. That was the attachment that was at the top of this email that you got this link on. And if you can, and I want you to try to print it out and complete the activity that's given there. If not, try to at least do it on a piece of paper and show us the number you started with, the number you rounded to. Okay? Thank you very much. Y'all are fabulous. Y'all worked hard today. Thank you.